What's going on? Welcome back to another episode of GTNH. How's everyone doing? So, just as a premise, I'm trying to sound smart here. We all know I'm not really that smart. Anyways, just as like a starting comment, today is officially the last day, like the last stream that's going to take place in this apartment. It's a little bit of a bittersweet feeling. I'm going to be packing up everything in the morning and then just heading out. I'm not looking forward to that. There's still a lot of stuff that I have to pack. I already started like a couple weeks ago when I visited for Mother's Day. I took back some stuff, but like there's still a lot of stuff, right? For example, my whole computer, my whole PC setup, you know that. I got a whole bed behind me. I got to figure out where that's gonna go. I got a couch. I got the entire marimba. I don't know how the heck I'm gonna take that back. We'll figure it out though. I did rent a U-Haul to help out though, but just thought I'd mention that. Yeah, but today is the last day. That I'm gonna be in this apartment. A little bittersweet. I've been here for about 2.5 years. So much has happened since. Not just with the playthrough, but like, just life in general, I guess. I started this playthrough like in December of 2023. But I moved to this apartment in that same year, but in August for work. So it's been a while since I've been here. Let's say that's what, 2.5 years? It's probably more than 2.5 years at this point. But anyways, life continues. It's going to be kind of tricky figuring out what's the next steps afterwards in terms of the stream, because I'm going to be moving back home for a little bit, for about 2 weeks or so. I don't know how good the internet is back home, especially now that I'm going to be there hogging it up. I guess we'll see. But if it turns out fine, I'm going to continue the streams over there. If not, then it gives me time to work on the Eye of Harmony stuff in the background. But anyway, speaking of this, I was working on a whole bunch of stuff yesterday, right? Yeah. So I was trying to craft the tier 7 Eye of Harmony casings, and it's actually almost done. So I'm going to leave this running in the background while we do a whole bunch of quests today. That again is going to be similar to yesterday, where I did mostly quests, like quest catch up, while the crafting did some expensive stuff in the background. I actually made kind of a mistake because I was thinking that I'm gonna make an entire new Eye of Harmony from scratch. So basically a 777 Eye of Harmony entirely from scratch. And I don't think that's a good idea because that's super expensive. So like halfway into the craft, I was thinking like, wait, maybe I don't want to do that. So I decided to just craft the compression casings instead, so that I can get this one to 777. And then using that, I'm going to start making more Eyes of Harmony. I think that's the goal. And whenever I upgrade casings for this one, I can use the old casings for another one. That way I don't have to like make too many casings at once. That's what I was thinking. So we'll leave this recipe running in the background while we do some quest shenanigans. I also was staring at the recipe for a while, seeing what's the problem, and I have a bunch of machines here that are causing problems. So maybe if I feel like it, we'll work on these, but I think the main focus is just doing quests. And I totally forgot to turn on pollution for this episode, so I guess we can't complete that one yet. Oh well. So we left off at HV. It's very refreshing because the past couple of episodes have just been like, oh yeah, we craft one thing and that's it, right? Not a lot of quests are being completed because there's not really any quests for the casings. It's just for the resources. So it's a nice change of pace that we're actually completing stuff. It's that hint of dopamine, right? Whenever you complete something. That experience ding that you hear. Yeah. How many do I need? 48. Let's do it. No, but a pretty chill day today. I did visit my favorite Japanese restaurant today. I try to go there at least once a month. It's pretty good. And I sat down and the waitress walked up to me, right? And she was like, "Sweet tea?" I'm like, "Oh no." They know already. That's been happening lately. It happened first. It's at Subways where I don't even like have to say what I want to order. Oh no, let me change that, because I started ordering online to save a little bit of money. And so I would place online orders and then I would walk up there. I don't even have to say anything. They just give it to me. So I think that shows like how often I ordered Subways. It's also happened for Chili's. Again, I don't have to say anything. I just walk up to pick up my order and they're like, "Yeah, here." And then now it's happened with this Japanese restaurant. So I guess you can say that I left a mark in this town. That's a dude that just keeps ordering the exact same yakisoba meal. I don't know. Anyways, I just thought I'd mention that. I don't really have like an order. I should do this, right? Oh, you're gonna make me pick up ores from the nether. It's fine. So I'm just gonna do things as I see fit. Regular capacitor bank. It's gonna complain, right, that I don't have the uncharged one. I guess it is. That's fine. Can I craft it? No, we'll try that. No, I can't craft it. Oh, that's the wrong capacitor bank. I'm looking for the basic. Yeah. Then a medium cadmium battery in a canner, which is upgraded at this point. So probably somewhere in the episode, I am going to pivot into doing these machines, like upgrading them. There are some simple ones that I can do. For example, PCB factory, I just have to take a look at it and plan around it, see what's up, what's going on with it. But like, even though I say problems, it's not that slow. The main bottleneck, you can see here, component ass line is the big one. Let me bookmark it also, so I don't forget. But then it's like it follows a list where some things are slower than others, but component ass line is the slowest. Precise assemblers is also kind of a problem, but I don't really care about it because it depends on the component ass line anyways. For example, the UMV wires do need the pumps. So this is the bottleneck. A DTPF, of course, is going to be slow, but convergence is so helpful. So throughout most of the day, I would check on how much catalyst I have. And then turn on convergence for like an hour or so. And it makes so much progress. And then, yes, this howler signal does work. It's so good. It actually kind of scared me earlier today because I was doing like my work tasks. And then I heard the super loud annoying noise in the background. I'm like, oh, I forgot about that. Let me turn off convergence. So it does help. So I don't have to like manually watch it. Anyways. Let's make a cadmium battery. Did I do it already? Yeah. Are you gonna count? No, it's not. Oh, you want to be the next tier. The 5 million one. You're looking for 5 million. Yeah, we don't have it. Okay. How dare you? You can't make tantalum bolts. Fluid solidifier. And then do one of those. I think we're fine to do most of the stuff as long as we don't need the component ass line. That might cause a problem though. Also ass machine. Yeah. Because, yeah. I mean, these guys, really the main way I can upgrade them is just give them more power, so I might just do that. That shouldn't be too difficult. I would prefer their own dedicated capacitor bank though. Because I don't want to get power from that guy, which also doesn't even have that big of a backbone. That's not very big, you know. And that's pretty much what I want to give each component ass line. Mm-hmm. Chicken, yes. Hey, Ali. So, I have a question for you. What's a frother? Sounds completely random for anybody who's not aware of what I'm talking about. But Ali said that she was trying to buy a frother, but like I don't know what that is. Yeah, like what is that? Sounds weird. It makes milk frothy, but why would you want that? Like what's the point? Is that like a first step to butter or what? I'm being sincere, by the way. I don't know. Oh, coffees. Oh, I guess I've been doing all my coffees wrong because I've been using a French press for a while that I kind of stole from my dad for some reason. I don't know. What was the occasion? It was Christmas, yeah. My dad got a coffee press or French press. He was like, I ain't gonna use it, so I took it. Hey, Lassard, what's up? Ali, I'm doing all the quests because all the crafting stuff is taking so long that I might as well damage some of these quests. There's so many quests. I would like dark shears. Does that count? No. Is there a way for me to take off the enchantment? No. So that's not going to count. Okay. I forget that channel exists. Let me take a look at it. Oh, I've seen it. Yeah. Yeah, I've seen that. So that reminds me of something that like a video someone shared of them holding it but the wrong way, and then they spin it and the thing goes out of control. I like that video. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about. Dark shears? Uh-huh. Oh, you want them to be empowered. Okay. Let me go over here to my mob crusher. I mean, honestly, you can just send it in general. It doesn't matter. I've always been like a not advocate, but like just post wherever you want. in general. And also stream share just doesn't. But I also understand the reason behind stream share. A kind of private thing, right? But I'm probably not going to use it. And then the ender. There we go. So none of these are going to count because they all have to be with empowered. So I just need vibrant crystal. I had to scroll past stream share to get to general. Why? Is that how you have it set up? General's on top for me. I don't know. Oh, okay. That doesn't count. Maybe because they're not 100% charged. You can just put them in my hotbar to charge them real quick. There we go. Never gonna use them in my life. Give me the diamond shovel. The Killer Joe. Uh-oh. We need to make motors. You know what that means. They're not gonna craft because they're stuck at the UMV components. They're trying their best. They're trying their best. But yeah, I think I'm gonna spam. Like I really need to get into spamming way more multi-blocks than what I have right now. Because things are pretty pricey right now. I'm honestly willing to just make motors by hand. Sure. Oh, never mind. It's not gonna work. Okay. Anyways, that's a quest that we have to wait on because of because of the motors. We continue. Electromagnet. I'm pretty sure I made one. Yeah, we have them. Oh, you're not gonna count. Why not? Well, why doesn't it work? Don't tell me you need a... No, it accepts either 0 or max charged. But it might be an MBT data sort of thing. What if I just make one from scratch? Oh, you can't make it. If you haven't received one in a loot bag already, you can craft a nice magnet. Oh, they're different items. That's weird. Okay, sure. Then conductive iron plate. You also need a magnetic steel screw. They also don't trigger because of the charger. Some of them do. They should. Because the quest was cycling between two different ones. I'm bending it. One. Probably. But I doubt that they're going to go back and fix a quest like this, so I'm not sure. Polarizer like that. Okay, this one might be weird. Because of the charger. So I think I'm just going to make another one and disappear into the overworld. Yeah, because it's considered a different item now. It's weird. Did I get struck by lightning? And then you just gave up, okay. Oh, it's still gonna charge because I have the bobble on. I have the charge pack. Get out of here. I'm gonna put you in my backpack for now. I need to... How many have I made already? 3. There's a whole bunch of magnets in there. I don't know why this one doesn't stack. That's really weird. I totally get it, Ellie. Oh man, I'm sorry for putting you through this. Don't charge. Okay, there it is. And then you need to have... Don't... Oh, you're gonna make me upgrade them. I didn't even think to go out of range. Honestly, it's a good thing you didn't, because the range to these things is 4 million blocks. So unless you wanted to go that far out, you're not gonna have a fun time. I need 2. Oh, okay. 4. So this one wants me to upgrade them to all of this stuff in powered 4. So that's a basic capacitor. Man, I can go for some snacks. The celebratory final meal, eating a bag of chips from the gas station for my last night here in my apartment. Man, finding another apartment is going to be rough. A short-term one especially. I really should like get started on that, because I haven't. If the quests are left in that tier, it's because I couldn't be bothered finding the machines. Oh, okay. I totally get it. Ender IO is kind of a... Like, if you don't make if you don't make the pack around Ender IO, it's annoying to deal with. But if you're using it for everything, it's a really good mod. It's one of those kinds of mods. Either you like focus on it 100% or not at all. And in this playthrough, it was not at all. So I continue. Super Tank 2. Don't need that anymore. Need to have hermetic casing too. Oh, I can just straight up craft it. I might even have it. No, never mind. I'm trying to craft it. You're waiting on ass machine. There's a lot of things that are waiting on the ass machine. Solar panel. You know what? Maybe that's what I'll do whenever I go back home and I'm just kind of idle. Complete the quests. Right? I got the capacitor. Because I don't think you want to see me do every single quest. I know there's some sickos out there that do, but I wouldn't want to watch that, honestly. And I prefer to make stuff that I would want to watch myself. Double layer capacitor is next. Octatic. No, but I gotta say that I'm like the itch to play, like return to Let's Play style of content. It's coming back. I've been wanting to get into that. So it's also like a main reason why I'm like especially pushing for GTNH to be finished. Because I do want to get back into that. And I don't want to like go back to like focusing on a travel. I need 2 travels. Like doing a Let's Play and the GTNH content at the same time because it's a little tricky to deal with. 2 ender crystals. I much prefer to focus on one thing at a time. I'm so glad I set up those powered spawners to give me all the souls. Soul vials. And I've even thought about it. I'm kind of curious what you guys think. This question also goes to the VOD watchers, but like, if it turns out that that streaming is just no longer feasible because of wherever I end up living, should I continue the playthrough in the Let's Play format? I was considering that, but I'm kind of leaning against it. Because that's not how the playthrough started. I need a diamond shovel. Is this your way of just not letting Phoenix win? No, I'm literally moving half across the country, aliens. There's some unforeseen circumstances that I have to work around. I can't escape those claims, right? And I won't be able to. I'm burning lore. He's moving just so Phoenix can't win. True. I'll take that. Okay, never make me make those again. Don't want to deal with it. Super tank, that's done. That's another quest. Photovoltaic, cannot craft you. Don't tell Phoenix though. No, but the work, I'm cutting it really close. I honestly, I don't think I'll be able to finish it by 350. Unless I like lock in. Lock in something fierce. Nah, that's not my style though. Hurry up. Ass machine acting a fool. Yeah, you're getting upgraded. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna upgrade it right now. Yeah, it's kind of acting a fool. Let's do it. We're gonna set up a UAV capacitor. It should run a poll in Discord. I am lazy. That's not a bad idea though. YouTube, there's also a poll. The poll option on the community page. I don't think anyone reads it. I don't. I haven't posted on there forever. Yeah, we're gonna upgrade this. Okay, so I'm gonna stick to everything with a UMV. The 1024. Let's do 137 because that's a massive difference. 1024. Yeah. 8 of you. And 8 of you. Yeah, we'll focus on the upgrades because it's taking me a while just to make 1 tier, and we have 2 more tiers to go. And this is also just for 1 casing type and then 3 casing types. So yeah, let's upgrade the base. We're gonna do incremental upgrades, not like spam the heck out of it because I don't like, I don't like machine spam. But like, for example, upgrade whatever I have right now to more power, and then we just keep upgrading over and over. So I'm gonna try to just clear whatever I have here, upgrade however I can. Let me craft this though, and still complete quests. And it's becoming a little more likely that I'm just gonna complete the quests off camera. Because it's very tedious and there's just a lot of them. Hang on, I know where I can put this. Right there. Oh, yeah. Killer Joe? No, you're still waiting on the motors to craft because they're just stuck. They're just going to be there forever. Okay. Laprotronic. I always have like a whole bunch of them in storage for whatever reason. I have no idea why. There goes my internet. That's weird. It didn't happen yesterday. It happened today, though. Take a drink while it recovers. So how's everyone doing? I'm doing pretty fine myself. Thanks for asking. Okay. Gonna build the capacitor bank. And I'm gonna put it down here. Rip apart this because you don't need to exist anymore. And then I think I'm just gonna power them on this block right here. Yeah. 1, 2, 3 right here. Yeah, right here. These guys are always tough to build, so I think I'm just gonna copy paste another one. Copy you because you're the closest resemblance. You don't have maintenance hatch, really? I've been running out of these. Crap, 32,000. This is another thing I need to upgrade. Now, this is probably something I need to spam because there's not much you can do to upgrade these machines anymore. It's max upgraded right now. Has the highest energy hatch. So really the next step to upgrading it is spam. That's probably what I'm going to do for these machines. If I can't upgrade them too much more, they're getting spammed. And then IV capacitor. I left the game. I didn't lose it though. Got him. Okay, and then we just need to put you built. No. Like that, yes. And then just turn it on for a little bit and turn on what do you call it? What's the word am I looking for? A wireless mode. Yeah. Okay, so UHV. Laser source is finished. Target hatch is not done. It's waiting just for a little bit of stuff. UMV laser. I already have enough. I think they just crafted too many of them for whatever reason because what do you call it? Are they used for something? No? I have no idea what happened. Could have sworn that they I didn't have them. Anyways. What is the best way around this? It's a very good question. There's 8 of you also. Oh no, they just didn't finish yet, that's why. Okay. So we do source like that. And then I'm going to go ahead and turn these guys off for a little bit. Soft mallet, yeah, turn them off. I would love to get to the point of UXV wireless hatches because those can be multi-amp. That would make my life so much easier. Technically, we're almost there once we get Universium, which is what we'll start getting once we get the tier 7. The tier 7 Eye of Harmony. Of course, lasers are just way more cost efficient because you can get the same amount of power with like less expensive, but it's a space. The expensive hatches are very much more space efficient. Target hatch. Right there. Okay. Then I need a bunch of mirrors. Just to what's the word? Assure that I have enough. Ensure? It's one of those. That I have enough vacuum pipes. Okay, so this one is going to go not there. Like that. like that. And then this one is going to go down there. Like that. Then this one is next. That one goes like that, and then you turn yourself up right there. Probably a more like efficient way I can plug these things in, but nah. Just like that. Okay. Colors. This is UMV. Wait, I'm just gonna use red and orange like I did before. Right there. This one down here is going to be red as well. No, you're not. You're just going to be all different colors because it's going to get annoying trying to figure out which color goes where. Okay, so that's you. The red, green. Yeah. Then poopy brown. It's an Ethos Lab reference if you don't know about that. If you know, you know. Man, it's been a while. Way back in Project Ozone 2, Kappa mode playthrough that he did. Everyone likes poopy brown. That was a good playlist. I think I mentioned it before, but I do try to watch it at least once a year. There we go. Okay, so we have better power for those machines, and then I have to do the same for these, but they're a little pricey. So let me turn on these guys now. Yeah, they're using the power. It's good. And speaking of power, we're still draining power, but that's mostly because my antimatter setup hasn't really been working. Whenever I craft huge amounts of stuff, it takes so long that the antimatter stuff cannot get fueled, so it kind of stops. So really the only way I can see around that is to just make the buffer big enough so that it won't stop in the middle of a craft. I'll do that right now. Yeah, this one's just waiting for a little bit. Okay, motor finished, so that is a killer joe I can craft now. No. No? How much you want to bet it's still crafting UMV components? It's just that I canceled the craft, but the stuff is still in there. UIV components? How much stuff is in here? There's a lot of stuff in there. You know what? It's probably from when I canceled the craft earlier today. It's still trying to craft all this stuff. Bye. Yeah, I think that's what it was. Okay. There's the motors finally. Quest? Yes, thank you. Automated mob farming, no thank you. We have Entity Crusher. Hurry up. It should take me about 30 seconds. Okay, so we have 4 more laser hatches, and I think I'm just gonna go ahead and set them up right now. Okay, so this one, I think I'll plug into this over here. Right there. It's still a little messy, but it's fine. That's not gonna work. This one should go to this first one. No, it's not like that. And then keep going, I think. What would probably make this so much easier is just using active transformers, but nah, I don't want to. And then these guys are gonna be a little funny to deal with. Nah, it's fine. Okay. Yeah, so this one's gonna go straight up like that. This one is straight up like that. That's weird. It copied the color. Okay, that's interesting. These mirrors go up to here. I did not want you to do that. I wanted you to go like that. And then we go all the way down. No. Right there. Yeah. And then this one is going to be right here. 1, 2, straight up. Like that. This one should be finished now. And I could put the target hatches down. Right there. Right there. Okay. Sweet. And then just start coloring them. Gonna do the same thing and not worry about what color is what. I'm just gonna color. As long as they're different colors, they're not gonna connect to each other and mess everything up. Okay. Then we continue. This is cyan. Put that right there. Color that. And there we go. Biblically accurate super, what's it called again? Super Lapatronic capacitor. Lapatronic supercapacitor. I got the words mixed up, sorry. And right there. Okay, so everything should be good to go. So that's a major upgrade. Before they were getting 8.5 billion each, and now it is 137 billion. 137 billion. So it's a big jump. I'm not gonna pretend that I know the math of how much a percentage bonus that is, but it's a big number. I probably should have turned those off before I was working on them. Right there. There we go. Okay, sweet. So that's upgraded. I'm going to take that off the list. Yeah. Next up, component ass lines, but these are pretty expensive. So how many UMV component ass line casings can I make? Because I need 43 of these. Can I just straight up do that? Honestly, it doesn't even seem that bad. I can also give them more power, but they're already pulling in so much power, so I don't know if I want to do that. How much? 137 billion each. We'll aim for 500 billion each. How about that? Let's do it. I'm just going to do it. It's basically times 4, so use these guys to like that. And then need 2 more of you. We'll start there. So that'll be a upgrade that won't be as expensive. Laser target, laser source. Yeah, okay. We'll wait for that to finish up. Okay. Other things, for example, the space elevator. I think I'm just going to go up the list until I clear up everything. Space elevator. Mostly the space assembler Mark II. I think what I'm going to do is straight up just commit an entire space elevator to just space assemblers. I'm going to do that. So what's a good way? Maybe copying all of you? Might be able to copy paste this guy. And then powering it, I'll probably just give it a laser in the bottom or something. I can even plug it in. Put the capacitor on top and then just give it power directly in the bottom. I'll probably just do that. Okay, so space elevator. Yeah. We're getting real expensive with this. Gotta do it though. That one, okay. So I want tier 2, tier 3, or 4? Tier 4. Like that. Oops, wrong. Terminal. Okay, so I don't need you. Don't need that one. These two. Not you, not you, not you, not you. We want a space elevator. Muffler hatch, not you. Not you, you, or you. And then give it a space assembler Mark 2. Because I can't afford the Mark 3 yet, right? Nope, not even close. Okay, so a tier, tier 3, and we have tier 4 motors. I can do 18, so I'm going to give him 18 space assemblers. This one is entirely going to be space assemblers. Spray can, there we go. I'm going to take this crafting away, I don't want it. Electric pump, UMV, what's taking you so long? It's almost done. Almost done. Okay. Just gonna wait for that batch to finish and then I can upgrade these things. As for, hang on, UMV laser. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, okay. And then we need the spray can. Why do I need small crayon gear? I don't know. No idea, no idea. Oh, it's extruding it only. There we go. No aluminum ingots? That's cringe. Craft it anyways. It's not even that expensive if you really think about it. It's like I said, like if we can reliably craft it, we're past due. Okay, these guys are all powered down. First step to upgrading them is just giving them more power. Laser source. Laser source. Vent. UMV laser source. I don't know why I have more than... Did I make the wrong ones? UMV laser source. I think I made the wrong ones. That's fine. Target hatch. Yeah, okay. I just didn't have them. Oh, you need it now. Hang on. Let me at least upgrade the ones that already have. So these two back here. Like that. UMV target. UMV target. Double check before I plug it in because that's going to blow everything up. UMV 4096 target. 4096 laser source, laser source, laser source. Do not plug those in, just these guys. UMV laser target. Yeah, we're good. Like that. And then orange. Just like that. And then these guys, I can turn these guys on for a little bit. There we go. So each machine is going to be twice as fast. So overall, the whole thing is twice as fast, right? Dang, it's kind of expensive though, power-wise. All 4 of them running, 2 trillion at least. We're really stretching it with the power. I have to really upgrade it. Okay. Laser source, and then UMV laser target. UMV laser target. UMV laser target. Yeah. Right there. Average out is 1 trillion because only 2 of them are running. But if I turn on all 4, it's going to be a lot of power. Yeah, we're up to 2 point something trillion. 2 trillion EU a tick just to run a couple of these. That's crazy. That's very expensive. Now, how much power to 1 tick them? Not happening. Okay, that's just the... No, I need the gray spray can. Is that finished? Almost done. Yeah, it's still a bottleneck. Superconductor UMV wire. Let me see how fast that's going. Like, how fast are you crafting now? It's a lot faster. Gonna take a drink. Okay. But that's still an improvement. And you can see why the space elevator needs to get upgraded. 16,000 compatible memories. I need to make that faster. Okay. Other things, circuit ass line, it's just a matter of copy paste. Target chamber, same thing. PCB factory, I think we can still configure it a little bit. So right now it's tier 3. What kind of recipes am I giving it though? I don't even know. I gotta go inside for the recipes. Gold PCB. For example, if I look at this recipe and I check on when it's actually being made, it's like that. So, how much gold nanites do I have? I think it can upgrade if I just give it more nanites. So right there, that formula, the formula for parallels is the amount of nanites to the power of 0.75, rounded up. So the amount of nanites we want is just a math equation to get to 256. In other words, 256 to the inverse power of 0.75, which is 4/3. So 256 to the 4/3 power. I can ask Google that real quick. To the 4/3. 1625, round up 1626. Is that the right number? That seems a lot. I mean, I have enough. Let's see if this improves anything. I may have to give it more power though to actually be able to do those parallels. What did I say? 1626. So take out 1. There you go. And you might need to get upgraded with laser power. And if I screwdriver or scanner this, max parallel 12, that seems like wrong. Or did I do the math wrong? So if I do max parallel 12 to the power of... No, that should be right. Yeah, that should be right. Maybe it hasn't updated because I haven't run a recipe. And also check this. It's maximum parallel. Locked 1. Trace size is 50. Smaller traces allow material savings. That's what I want to do. Okay. Let me try running a recipe. Vacuum freezer might be another thing. Molten mysterious crystal, I can also upgrade this to melting core. Yeah, it just needed to upgrade. 256 parallel. Did it do all of it in one batch? So what does it look like if I do 256 parallels? 4096. I don't really know how to confirm how much power that thing is going to... Let me try crafting it again. And let me upgrade Mysterious Crystal, though. Yeah, your old recipe. And then... Mysterious ingot. Take that out. We're fluid solidifying it. Right there. Okay. All this other stuff, cheap, easy. Don't really mind. Radox polymer plate, also not too bad. Yeah. Try crafting it. Mix 8192. I think at this point I want to start like giving it a lot more power to like start one ticking everything. Yeah, it does everything in one batch, but it still has a lot of power to go. Space Assembler Mark II. The fact that it says trying to craft just one, I don't like that. That's why I knew it. Get out of there. No, I want you to craft the entire batch at once. That's an old leftover. Okay. Right there. Okay. And then spray can. Right there. You need space elevator to upgrade space elevator. That's what's happening. And also, here's another question. Where the heck am I going to put it? Very good question. I'm going to reserve this one for mostly pumps. It's just going to be pumps. I'm going to copy the floor. Yeah, we'll copy the floor. Okay. Mark paste. So if I were to put it back here, you're going to extend a couple blocks that way. I don't like that. I'm just going to do it anyways. At this point, way back here, the platform's going to expand just a little bit so that it's it looks like a building, I guess. I don't know. We'll put it right here. I guess we'll decorate it right now. That's all I have to do. Make it a platform. There. We'll let that craft in the background. There's other things I can do, I think. For example, the cutting machine. What's wrong with the cutting machines? I might just need to double this whole thing. Upgrade the power they see. That's the first step. So give them all UMV wireless. Oh, this is so expensive power-wise. Although it's a little expensive though. What about UIV wireless? So I have those. This is already a huge increase, but I need more. No. I think from now on everything is UMV. We need to commit to the cost. So 8 times, there's 32 machines, right? Yeah, so 8 times 32. It's 512, right? Honestly, it doesn't even look that bad. But you need optically compatible memory. So that's the first step. We need the space elevator going. It's almost done. Okay. Other than that, matter fabrication CPU. That's because of UU matter. I actually did not have enough UU matter to do this. So I upgraded it just a little bit. And by a little bit, I mean I spammed UMV energy hatches onto 4 of them. And they seem to be doing a lot better. Because before they had like a single UEV energy hatch and that was not cutting it. So I think this is fine. But I'll come back to it if it causes problems. So this is where it gets interesting. The black hole containment field. This one definitely needs to get upgraded. Also, PCB factory, I just finished that one, so I won't worry about it. The reason why it needs to get upgraded is because some recipes do take long enough that they get voided. Especially when it tries to push a lot of crafting in there. So trying to think what I can do probably is configure this on another circuit because we know this kind of works. No, I need to upgrade it. So one of the other options is to go into Open Computers and follow the wiki guide. And we might just do that just for the, just to do it, I guess. So let's take a quick look at the wiki. I know I say, oh, I don't like the wiki solution, but little pressed for time right now. So we're looking for the black hole containment field. Pseudo-stable black hole containment field, yeah. I just want to see how it is. Like the automation of this. I'm pretty sure this was updated. It did not look like this before. Yeah, this is why I don't like to follow wiki solutions because it's like, I don't like to read. Guys, I'm not sure if I want to follow the wiki solution. I don't really want to read. Um, yeah, I don't. Okay, I think we're going back to the automation by hand. So I think I'm gonna spend time off camera. Let me go back to the other screen. Configuring this. If I check the current solution we have, it doesn't even look that complicated. All I really need to do is just add a. So like in terms of crafting speed, it's not a bottleneck at all. It's just that there's a chance to void things. So I think all I need to do is actually, what if I just endlessly stock space-time? And also just give it more power. Yeah, there's okay. I think what I need to do is add like some kind of signal to the counter down there. So if I remember correctly, there's a counter on the bottom part. Where's the workbench? Do I not have it here? You might be able to do this relatively quickly. If it takes me more than like a couple minutes, I'm gonna stop because I don't want to spend the whole episode on it. So I think all I need to do is this counter, which is set to, it says 95, which is like 100 seconds, right? I think I should have another counter. Workgate. Trying to remember here. Simple IO. So where does that one connect to? That is utility hatch. That's the one that gives the tick. And the reset counter. Increment 1, decrement 99. Which is this one. So if the reset switch, which is this one, honestly, I don't think I need one, but I'm going to keep it. If the reset switch or the blue signal. And blue signal comes from over here, which is either the reset switch or the pulse former. And this one is... Yeah, I don't remember how this works. Okay, the blue signal is what I want to do. The blue signal is the counter. No, this is the counter. Okay, this signal right here. That's the one I want to work on. So we're going to use a new color. And I'm going to paint it purple. Purple for space-time. And I think I should be able to connect it like that. Yeah. And then extend this to a bundled cable. And this purple signal is going to hit another counter. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Pulse former. Another counter. Latches. Where is it? Timing and clocks. Randomizer miscellaneous counter right there. It's gonna go like that. So whenever this hits like somewhere in the middle, let's say whenever it hits 70, right? Because we kind of want it to be low as possible. So I'm going to say 70 just to have it there. So the max is going to be 70. The increment's going to be 1. Decrement is going to be 99, like before. Like the whole thing, right? Yeah. Which is also going to connect to that signal. Yeah, which basically resets the entire signal. So the blue wire is the entire reset. Right? Yeah. And then whenever it actually hits this, go ahead and enable the space-time. And keep it on until it turns on. I still need a way to actually power this thing though. So let me extend this guy over there. Like that. And then I'll just use another color. I don't know, pink for space-time. And if I want to keep the switch or the reset switch, which I honestly don't think I need it. Then I can output the signal over here, and this is the one that turns on, enables the space-time here. So I'm going to add like 10 million. I'm going to add 10 million. And I would like to have a lot of space-time stock that's already going in there. Okay. Okay, I'm going to take a break on that though, because I do want to get the space elevator first. Yeah. So this guy goes somewhere there. I got to pick it up first. Oh, yeah. Okay. Space elevator. Mm-hmm. I would like another UAV capacitor to power it. Yeah. UAV capacitors are getting pretty cheap. I like that. Or maybe I just have a lot of backlogged stuff because I crafted so much stuff overnight. Okay, so how many blocks above are you? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. Then like that. You need to move back 1, 2, a whole bunch of blocks back. I don't even know how many. Okay, and then it's just 2 more blocks. No, it's more. I think this is the last ring. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks. Oh, I can check it here actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It is 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Little platform right there. And then right there. And I believe that is everything. And then space elevator. We want tier 4. Like that. Didn't go to place everything. I think that's right, yeah. And we have our third space elevator. Yeah. How many blocks are there? It'll finish eventually, I promise. Kind of spaced out, honestly, just staring at it. There it is. Okay. That's so weird. I never have enough blocks. I'm pretty sure the structure doesn't give you an accurate count. Yeah, I don't think it gives you an accurate count. Because every time I make a space elevator, I'm always missing a lot of blocks. That's really weird. That's fine. So I just need the space elevator. I just need a bunch of the support structure, I think. Yeah, just make a bunch of each one. These are not expensive anymore for us. Look how cheap they are. Past due. Okay. There it is. Yeah, it's just pretty weird that it does that. Chunk claimed. Yeah. Yep. Okay. So 18 space assemblers are going to be plastered onto here. Each one is going to have a proxy to them. And an output bus. How did I do it before? Proxy and then the output bus in the back. Okay. No, wrong one. I'm getting confused with which space elevator I'm looking at. One, two, three. Wireless connector. Color white for output. There we go. I think I just have to turn this on, right? Yeah, there it is. And then should be able to just copy paste it. So copy, mark copy from here to up there. Paste. Rotate. Rinse and repeat. So this is 12 of them, right? So I can put the other ones back here. Rotate. Sorry, wrong one. That way. Mark paste. Put that right there. Rotate Y. And there we go. And I think that's all 18 that's allowed onto this thing. Yeah, okay. And then connect them to the data stick. I should have copy pasted with the settings. Oops. That's fine. It's not that bad. I just have to right click everything. Where's the original one? I think you're right here. The original one's over here, down there, right? Yeah. Punch it and link all the other ones. Here are Mark 4. Okay. Start here. 2, 3. I'm looking for the number 18 to show up on the bottom in the chat. Right there. Wireless connector. Maybe power it first. I think I'm going to power it first. UIV capacitor. I got one right here. The Lapatronic, another one. Hang on. IV capacitor. Let's make a bunch of you. I feel like if I craft anything in the space assembler right now, it's going to bug out because, yeah, they're all trying to run. Okay, and let me mark copy. Copy a Lapatronic capacitor guy right now. One of you. Over there. No. 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 Is that a good spot to put it? I'm gonna say yeah. It's a little intrusive, but it'll work. And no maintenance hatch, of course not. Keep running out of these. Remember a time when these were so expensive, but it was such a huge milestone when we got the first one. Way back in, what, UV tier? Yeah, good times. It's been a while. Could have sworn the transform should be at 0. Yeah, okay. That's fine. Put it right there. Lapotronic casing. So how much power should I give this? If I look up each space assembler, runs at UIV with up to 16 parallels. So if I look up one UAV amp, 33 million. Is that really where the math is telling me? I'm gonna round up to 40 million. Times each base elevator can do 16 parallels. Times 16. Times 18 of them. 11 billion. I'm just gonna give it a thick one. You're all getting UMV laser. It doesn't really matter. It's not gonna consume more power than it receives. I'll give it 1024. Yeah. Laser target, put that right there. Laser source, put that down there. Just a single mirror is needed right here. And there you go. Average U out is rising up, so that is getting power. Okay, so now you have the power that you need. Everything is on. I'm assuming everything is good to go because I copy pasted everything. So it should be good. Everything has proxies, and then the next step is to just throw a wireless connector or connect the wireless connectors. So I'm going to try to get 18 of them to show up somewhere. And consider that it didn't even take that long to set this up, so I can totally just make more. I'm not going to count that. I think that's 18. I'm just going to add a new hub to this because I don't think I have a hub that has 18 free channels. Yes, you do. I don't know who's connecting that though. But there's the 18 channels. 6 plus 18 is what? 24? So I expect 24 to be right here. Yeah, easy. Okay, so if I were to make like 10 million optical, these guys are the ones that take forever. I'm not gonna make 10 million, I'm joking, but like make a big number. 20K. Okay, there they go. They're all running. I like to see that. Okay, sweet. How much power is this thing consuming? I just want to see it. Oh, it's 10 billion. It's kind of a lot of power, though. I need it, though. Oh, that's so much faster. I like that. Okay, good. Take that off the list, and then we have some time. Let's just see if I can do the black hole compressor right now. I think the solution, piggybacking off of mine, is not too bad. I just need to hijack the signal right over here. Or we can take advantage of the bundled cable and send it up front so I don't have to get rid of the reset switch, which I don't even know if it actually does anything. Yeah, I can do that. Okay. I'm going to put that up there. You're going to be output on pink, sorry. That's a inside joke I do with our family members a lot. We just add the letter B to everything. This one is not going to be a pulse former because I expect it to be on. Right. Yeah, I expect it to be on. So this the whole idea with this is that it's going to activate sooner than the restart switch is enabled. And I can even increase this to a bigger number so that we have extra time for the space-time to do its thing. So I'm going to do that. I'll add like 120. So how this should work, it's I think how this thing pulses is every second, right? So I expect every like 120 seconds, it'll restart the whole sequence. But on second 70, it'll enable the space-time through like a toggle bus. Yeah, it's going to enable a toggle bus, which is connected to somewhere up there, storage bus, wireless connector. I think that's already connected up here. No. I don't know where that wireless connector is, honestly. Who are you connected to? I have no idea. Who is that connected to? Why does it have one connection? I don't know who that's connected to, but it's going to be. I need another connection. Hey, Viking, you joined at the right time because we're doing some spaghetti. I'm trying to like do a quick upgrade to the black hole compressor to start utilizing space time because I should have done that a long time ago. I don't know if it's gonna work though. The thing is, I have a connection to this blue hub, and I have no idea where it is. I can use the visualization tool. Oh. Okay, that worked. That makes sense. All right. That's good. Connected there. It's a good thing I put this as a hub ahead of time. Okay, so the idea here is to connect to this stocking bus, but with a toggle bus so that it doesn't constantly run. It had 100 stealth until you pulled out the analyst. It's true. I was in here and I was like, where the heck is it? It's funny though, because wireless connectors, they tell you where they're connected, but hubs don't do that. So I was like, where the heck is this connected? It was back here. What this guy is doing, it's basically just reading the stock replenisher. It's like, oh wait, I'm gonna increase this to 1,000. We'll do 1,000, increase it by a little bit. It basically reads whatever I have buffered, and then it does whatever logic I have set in place here. I'm not gonna pretend that I remember 100% how this works because it's been a while. But if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I'm gonna try to update it, not fix it. All I really did different, I just added some connections that should, keyword being should, that should correspond to space-time. And I guess while you're here, Viking, you can give me any number you want because I need a number for frequency. The redstone transmitter frequency. Oh, okay. Oops. So that signal that that this purple or pink signal corresponds to, hey, enough time has passed, activate the space-time. And it's not going to be pulsed because I want it running constantly. So I need a pink wire. I really hope this works out, because that would be like a kind of a flex that I know how to do this. So I'm gonna hope and pray it works. I'm not even gonna bug test it. I'm just gonna send it. 6985, got you. Oh, oops, get out of here. Frame box. Do it like that. Does it even work like that? Can I put a red alloy wire? Redstone receiver. Internal. External. Redstone transmitter. Right there. I don't even know if I can put like a cable here. One way to find out. Watch this. Frame box. We're gonna bug test if it'll actually work. I'm not very like comfortable with the redstone and tile entities, or things that don't take up a full block. I'm never comfortable with that. I never know how it's gonna work. 6985. This is going to be analog mode 6985. So if I turn you on, does it work? It clearly made some kind of noise. You can see it light up. It's very misleading to say device online, by the way. So no, it's not working. What if I just throw a red alloy wire right there? I can. This is what I mean. This makes it, this is a little cursed. It's not even powering on. What the heck? Are you 6985? Redstone transmitter internal. Receiver external. 6985, 6985. Analog mode. Yeah. I feel like it's just not working correctly because, oops, I broke it. Right there. Put it right there instead. Advanced redstone receiver. Redstone. That's a regular transmitter. I need an advanced. That's probably what's going on there. Yeah, it was a basic one. Get out. Bye. 6985. I'm just noticing 6985 as a pattern. That's totally what someone would put as a pin, and IT gets mad at you for doing that. You trying to say something, Viking? That's one of your pins, right? It gives me an idea, though. Maybe I should use that for my pins. Okay, that works. That works, yes. But it's not powering that. Maybe if I just add a block right there. No. What if... right there. No? I never know how this works, honestly. Let me move this now to right there. Facing right on there. Okay, okay, good, 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 good. I'm only saying that because I've been like onboarding in my new job, and I've been reading all of these cybersecurity tips. It's part of the training. A lot of it sounds common sense, but you'd be surprised how like easy people fall for stuff like that. We are very much creatures of habit. We're gonna find patterns in anything. Okay, there we go. Confirm this works. Get out of there. So we're going to use 6985 as the frequency. Let me check if I actually have that free in the sniff. Yeah, we should be fine. That's the only one. Why did you break? I wasn't even doing it. Okay, it's probably because I broke it. I broke the casing a while back. Okay, so the idea here is to add this transmitter right there. 6985, like that. And because I never trust it, I want to visually see the wire turn on. I'm gonna add it to an extra block back. Like, no, 6985. 6985, right? Uh-huh. Let me double check you up here. Okay. And then red alloy wire. I have it in my inventory. There. Okay, so is this going to work? Man, I have no idea. Okay, let me quintuple check. Let me drink water also. So the logic is still not really changed. So if I just remove the signal, it should work exactly the same. So let me go back to checking it. The signal that determines how much time has passed is this wire, which is coming from the utility hatch, which pulses every time the compressor activates, or is while it's activated. So like right now it's pulsing because we have a black hole running. So it's going to turn on this counter for so long, which is 120 seconds. But you know, with lag, it's not quite 120, but that's fine. But at around 70 seconds, I can adjust this if I wanted to. If I wanted like really min-max it for parallels, because the closer it is to decay, the more parallels you get. But I just want it to work. I don't really care about the parallels right now. I just don't want it to void things. So at around the 70-second mark or so, it'll turn on. This counter will enable. Send the signal on the pink wire, which is right here. Tell the space-time toggle bus to turn on, which means it starts pulling space-time. And while the space-time is running, we can actually leave the counter on for a little longer, because that's just how it works, right? Because space-time prevents it from decaying. So this signal stays on. Purple signal is the same counter signal. It's the exact same signal. The blue signal is whenever it's the restart signal, which only happens whenever the counter reaches enough time. And then it forces itself to reset, which also resets this counter. I'm going to try it. Give me the printer. Let's try it. All right, thank you. So, did I just throw it back in storage? No. I'm nervous. So the black hole in my hand is the one. I guess it's a good idea that I left the reset signal there, because what if I wanted to work on it, right? Break it. I'm so scared. It's gonna break everything. Do it. Reset. The original one is going to be in a chest somewhere, so I don't, like, just in case it messes up, it's right here. Put it right there. Right there. That's the original one. Okay. So right now, I think the black hole stability is 70%. It's just really hard for me to tell, like, how long things have lasted. Hit the reset signal. Does it actually restart? I don't even know if the reset signal does anything. It does not. Stability was supposed to restart, but it didn't seem like it did that. I can just manually do it, though. Or unless I broke the reset signal. It should not have broken. It's doing the same thing. We'll just let it run, I guess. Does it tell me if I scan it? Okay, so it did enable the space-time. So this thing is 6985. It's not pulling. Why are you not pulling, sir? Are you not actually connected? Why are you not connecting? You were working just fine before. 6985, right? I think it has something to do with it's just they're little bugs sometimes. Did I break a casing again? Yeah, there's a little bug. If you place this signal later, it just breaks the connection for some reason. I remember this happening, so I'm gonna add one to it. 696 6986. Let's do that. I've seen this happen before. I really don't know how to explain it, but it's like if you place, like if you connect a frame box, or not even a frame box, like a redstone receiver, to a certain signal, and then like you connect it to a transmitter, and then you break the transmitter, everything messes up for that frequency. I don't know how to fix it, so I just make a new frequency. Okay, it's starting from scratch now. Let's see if it actually is going to do anything. So I expect at around 70. Around 70, it should enable the space-time signal. And then I can actually tweak it around a little bit so that it is accurately at 20, so that it gets the most parallels. And we'll see how accurate the time is as well. I expect at 70 seconds, otherwise let's 30%. Around 30% it should not change this ability anymore. So right now it enabled. So it's stuck at 35% now. And it's going to stay stuck for another 50 seconds or so. So if I really wanted to min-max it, I can push it closer because we want it to be under 20. Under 20% stability to make the most parallels. And then it should have restarted, so I'm not sure if it did or not. And then it restarts the signal. Okay, yeah, it looks like it's doing just fine. Okay, I'm gonna trust that it works. It does depend on if it actually has items. But it looks like I was able to figure it out. So I'm gonna start canceling all these recipes because I broke them all. That's crafting, that's crafting. That's good, good. That one's good. Okay, I think we're back to normal. Chicken, yes. Okay, I'm going to assume that that's complete. Of course, I'm going to check on it. There's still a couple other machines I would like to upgrade. But we are kind of running out of time. So we'll go ahead and wrap it up for tonight here. So what I'm going to do is set up the rest of these casings. I also adjusted the recipe so it pushes them all at once. So I realized the mistake that I was making before, where I set up the recipe to just make one at a time. So basically this, and that's it. But what happens is that whenever the AE2 system tries to like gets enough for another craft, it'll go ahead and push to the other craft. But what happens is that the ass lines are not efficient with that. It's going to take forever to make one of them, and then it waits for it to finish, and then it makes another one, and it just takes forever. So I adjusted the recipe to basically just make all at once, so it pushes everything at once, and it's the most efficient like that. So it's pretty close to finishing, actually. 12 more episodes. Technically 11. Well, 12, yeah. We still have some bottlenecks. It looks like circuit crafting is still slow. Advanced ass line is also a little slow. I may want to increase it. I think I will. But we addressed a good amount of the bottlenecks. We got some quests completed. But it looks like the major one is still circuit crafting. Ass line was very much improved as well. That was over here, right? Yeah, okay. I'm also gonna not try to stress our system, because if I craft non-stop, it does not let the antimatter hatches or the antimatter machines, it does not let them process if I consume too much of its resources. It's not gonna work. So I'm gonna try not to stress it too much. Also, I towards the end of the last episode, I did talk about I added another one. It's the same controls. The only difference is that how am I pushing fluids from this one to the other one? And it's just a P2P with a little bit of a control. So all it is, it's got a HV pump. It doesn't have to be that much because it doesn't produce that much in the first place. And I figured that HV pump is just fine. So pretty much what it is that there's a fluid detector that detects if there's over 1 million. And if there is, turn on the machine controller, which enables the pump. And then use a P2P to dump into the main buffer. So now we're up to there. So we're producing antimatter at least twice as fast. And there's such a huge buffer that I can totally, if I'm really thirsty for power, I can temporarily increase how much we're sending to this thing. but I kind of like just assumed that I'm not going to consume that much. So that was just a solution I did. We have a main buffer right here, and that's where everything is being detected from. And it's also very copy pastable. I just have to copy paste this whole thing and then just connect the wireless connectors, and that's pretty much it. Very compact. I like it. 32 DTPFs. Love to see it. We're making progress, though. It's a little slow, but progress is still being made. But yeah, we'll go ahead and wrap up for tonight. I'm going to try to keep an eye on the Blackwell compressor. Hopefully it works just fine, at least for a couple days. Because I don't think I'll be able to play as much. Oh, there's a new... Oh, I didn't know that there's a new visual of there's space time in there. I like that. Yeah, and it's not consistent because that's just how timings work with Project Red and lag. I'm going to keep it like that. I don't think I want to try to get it to 20% for the most parallels. I think that's a little... Nah, I'd rather not. It doesn't matter. I'm kind of curious why it continues to go for just a little longer. And then it restarts itself. So there's still some timings I have to worry about. But you know what? It's fine. As long as it doesn't go unstable. So yeah, as like I mentioned, I will be moving back to my parents back home tomorrow. Actually, it's already tomorrow. Wow. So this is officially the last episode that will be recorded in this apartment. So moving forward, I'm not 100% sure if I will be able to stream when I go back home. Because, there's like a lot more people there. And the internet situation might be a little tricky. But I'll try to record something. Maybe not record, but like a stream. Because I think I've decided already throughout the episode that I don't want to change this to a let's play. I want to stream the whole thing. So I'm just going to say that streams will be a little tricky to do. I'm still going to play the game. I'm going to do a lot of the catch up. Try to get... It might be a tall ask, but try to get tier 9 Eye of Harmony by the end of next week. But anyways, hopefully, we'll see. Next 3 weeks, 3 to 4 weeks, even month, honestly, it's like 2 months. The next 2 months I'm going to be all over the place because I have to travel for work a lot. Not just to like Houston for training, but also like Idaho. But once I settle down up there in Idaho, I'm going to continue, like go back to this. So I guess we'll see what happens and like when that happens as well. I don't know. I'm excited though. It's a big one door closes, another one opens, right? Yeah. Anyways, for now, have a good night. Thank you for your time and support as always, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care. Bye-bye.